Welcome to UNIFY TV, backstage at UNIFY 2020. My name is Browney, and I've got Sam from Antagonist AD.
What's
flying
good?
All the way over the ditch to Australia. Welcome back. It's been a little bit since you guys have been here with some new music under your belt, hasn't it?
It's been a little bit. We did some songs last year, but it's the first time being back at UNIFY for... We're trying to work out on the way down. Do you know when it was?
Well, you did the Grace to Gale showcase, didn't you?
We did.
Last year? Yeah,
I was trying to think of the last time we played UNIFY.
Oh, well, I can't remember that because I've only been the past couple of years and haven't played. So this is my chance to see you.
Oh, hello.
Since the last time I saw you was in Brisbane, and we had an awkward chat when I was first starting this interview business with Haunt Me As I Roam. So
that's great. What was so awkward about it?
Oh, because I had no idea what I was doing. I was doing an interview with my first international guest, who just so happened to be you. And then fast forward, you guys have a brand new EP on the way very soon. You've toured the world. You've done some incredible things, and they've stupidly hired me to come and talk to you about all that stuff. So yeah, well done on everything that you've done so far.
Thank you kindly.
Well, in between that time, from Haunt Me As I Roam to where you are now with the new EP on the way soon, like, how's the band grown? How's everything within Antagonist AD?
Well, we kind of took some time off after Haunt Me. We just kind of had we're all getting older. We've been doing the band since around 2005, 2006.
Yeah.
So after Haunt Me came out, I guess different priorities kind of came up, and we all kind of took a back seat to Antagonist. And now, after a couple of years of not really doing anything at all, kind of like an unannounced hiatus, we kind of just got inspired by a bunch of like local bands and international bands.
Yep.
Bands like Knock Loose, who are playing today, and Kubla Khan and stuff, or tomorrow rather, playing the festival. They kind of just gave us the motivation, I guess, to start writing again. So,
yeah.
And then 2 years later, like we're sitting here
having
right
this
now,
chat and like getting prepared for this new music that's about to come out.
Yeah.
Like, how obviously has everything changed since, you know, those early years to where you are now? Are you more comfortable with your songwriting and putting it out and going, you know, I have a lot of issues inside my head about the world and what's going on in my personal life, and I'm more than happy to share them with the world through this avenue?
Definitely. So I think when we did Haunt Me, that was kind of like delving into, I guess, like more personal stuff and mental illness and just all the things that are like trapped up here. And then the new stuff now is more of the just angry at the state of the world and the system and everything. And then I was actually talking to someone else about this the other day, is that it's we have such a fire, such a new energy and passion. It never got lost. It just kind of got like taken for granted or something. So after the time off, we'd like, now every time we play, we appreciate it up there. We'll have this extra kind of fuel and energy, and just like writing the album, like lyrically, it was just so many things. I ended up with too many lyrics, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
It's just just from then and now, like it's ebbed and flowed, but I feel like now we kind of understand our sound a lot more. We understand ourselves a lot more, and we can kind of just focus on the right things and enjoy it, if that makes sense.
Well, it's funny from what you were saying before about how you were writing about a lot of personal stuff back in the day, and right now you're writing about a lot of the stuff that's happening in the world. At the end of the day, it all affects you at the end
100%.
of the day. Like, especially everything that's happening in Australia worldwide. You know, we're in such a weird place with all of these just incredible experiences and stories that are happening all over the world that do affect us. Like, obviously the bushfires across Australia is such a big thing, and it affects you guys in New Zealand as well too, with the smoke going over there. And it's hard to sort of escape it because you're online, you see all these photos, you see all the damage and everything like that, and you can't help but feel sorry for everyone going through that. And even though you're not in the danger zones, it still affects you deep down.
100%.
That kind of thing. Yeah.
100%.
So regardless of, you know, personal growth and all of that from where you've come from to where you are now, like, writing about the world is incredible because it lets us see the world through your eyes, your brain, your vision, and what's going on mentally with you. So, you know, it's a testament to you guys for being able to write that and share that with the world, and you know, let us know what you're going through, and, you know, we might feel the same thing too.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that's probably the reason why we're still a band, is having other people kind of like connect with us and connect with that kind of message that we put through and the struggles that we've been through and the way we see the world. And I think it reminds, when people come up and talk to me about different songs we've done and different shows, I end up having kind of flashbacks to when I was a kid going to shows, and I was talking to the bands, and I was feeling like validated about it and self-empowered, and just getting that kind of like reassurance from these other bands, and that they see the world the same as me, and I'm not alone. and I'm not crazy for thinking this. And
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I think the more that people are vocal about this, the more people want to talk about this, the more you realize, hey, we are all connected in this some way, shape, or form. Sure, there might be certain groups that you might not feel a part of, but there's bound to be 2 or 3 others out there that you're like, you feel right at home with them.
Well, I think like within our world and our scene, like obviously look at the lineup that's today. There's drastic differences in genres within this big umbrella, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's meant to be a place of acceptance, a place of where we come to escape all the pressures of the outside world, to get through all of the things that get us stuck inside here. And this music, like no matter what the message is, generally, if it's sincere and it's filled with substance, you can connect with it and relate with it, and it will empower you and like push you through the hard times. So I think it's really important that the acceptance and everything is kind of like widely known,
recognized and all of that, and
Definitely.
shared around,
Definitely.
And then it sort of gets you to that point where you're like, okay, I feel like I'm changing my life. I feel like I'm changing the world little bit by joining these people and these forces. And I was talking to a bunch of the people who are here, Pricey included as well. Like, I'm wanting to make a change when it comes to my eating habits, I guess you could say. So, a change I want to make is I want to try, having vegan meals or vegetarian meals.
Amazing.
And I look at some of the stuff that you guys are posting, not just you guys in particular, but a lot of the bands, Architects, for example. Sam Carter's just an incredible person who spruiks this. And the more you talk about it, the more I get engaged and want to be a part of that.
I think so. And I think it's also like with things like that, it's like if you can kind of show that you can live that lifestyle and it's not crazy and unobtainable, and you can be healthy and and still be conscious and do all these things. I think that speaks volumes when people go like, oh, like they're vegan and they're doing this, and maybe I can have a go at doing that. Like maybe I can do that. But I think it's really important to use this platform, because you know what I mean. I think it's a huge privilege to be able to play festivals like this and play on stages in front of anyone. So I think when you have that platform, you really have to think about what you're saying, because you are talking to... I remember when I was young and incredibly influenced by what people would say on stage and what I'd listen to, and just anyone in general, really. And so I think, using that time to make sure you're speaking about something you know about, something that you're passionate about, something that's real, is crucial. Because I feel if you don't do that, then you kind of, I don't know, you're wasting such an opportunity to make an actual impact. Even if it's on one person and you say something and it pulls them out of a rut, it might not even about veganism, it might not be about climate change, it might not be changing the world, but you could be connecting to them and be like, oh, I'm okay. I'm not going to go home and do something crazy because I feel
exactly,
so low,
Well,
so
that's
it's important. Yeah.
Well, I guess sort of what you're saying and what you want to try and wrap up is it just takes that one little notion. You connect with that one person might talk to this person, to the next person, so on and so forth. And it becomes part of this movement of like, all these people want to change, and here's some people that you can do it with, so you're not alone. You're not making these changes in your life and all that. Amazing. And you look at you people on stage, and you are using this platform and your voice to sort of make this change, and it's just such a beautiful and incredible thing.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
You keep doing what you're doing.
Cheers.
We'll keep rocking up to shows.
Hell yeah.
We'll keep doing these interviews.
Let's go.
We'll figure out a way to make these cars be a bit quieter in the background.
So loud, it came through, and I felt like I was saying something, and it was nice, and now you're probably not going to be able to use it anymore.
That's right. So look, if you're listening to this and it's doable, we've had a very great chat about a whole lot of stuff.
If it's doable.
Yeah, and if we need to scream, we'll just, I'll get some lessons from you about how to get those gutturals happening, that kind of thing. Sam from Antagonist AD, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for joining us at UNIFY TV.
Cheers, mate. Let's go.